Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live here from Herd Stadium. We'll crash you in here in just a sec as we're getting ready for the national anthem to start, and we'll preview this matchup right after that for you. And a big thank you to the Beverly Band and the Beverly ROTC program for the national anthem getting us started here as we are just moments away from kickoff as we are live here at Herd Stadium. Dominic Lorenzano alongside Dan Lorenzano. Today, Rich Francis out this week. And Dan, Beverly, no way to put it, other way to put it, not quite the start that probably Jeff Hutton and them imagine right now, 0-4 in this NEC matchup. Looking to get right here back at home. They've only played one game at home before playing 3 on the road right after that. So right back at home for the first time in, man, I think it's been almost a full month at this point.
Yeah.
So, elements could be a bit of a factor here today. Right now, it's not coming down too hard. I think most people think at some point it could start pouring, though. Talk about how that could affect both offenses. Danvers coming in with a senior quarterback, big kid in Voisin. Big arm, can make the throws on the move and in the pocket. But you got to think if it starts raining, that'll affect the way that Danvers run this offense. And on the flip side, Beverly, a running offense, usually unaffected by that kind of stuff. But the wing T does things a little bit differently, doesn't it?
It does, and so we'll see which ball security is going to be the biggest thing with this game. We'll see how each team handles it. Like you said, the running game will be very important. We'll see how many different options they kind of do, see how slippery the ball gets. We'll see which team can handle it better. Typically, it favors the run game. We'll see how the quarterback of Danvers, like you said, senior, see how he's able to throw the ball and which team can hold on to the ball better.
Indeed. And that has been sort of the kryptonite of the Panthers. And, the wing T, this kind of offense, you want it to play out a certain way. You want to get started on a good note, stay ahead of the chains, and usually turnovers are the thing that you need to win that battle when you run an offense like this. Beverly has had some problems putting the ball on the field.
A big start is going to be huge for Beverly this game because, like you said, the inclement weather could be coming, heavy rains, again, favors the run offense again, but you still need the ball security. You still need to hold on to it. It could get sloppy and it could get ugly, and it looks like the teams are about to take the field.
Indeed. So the Panther offense has been struggling a bit. They put up 14 points in their first matchup against Haverhill. That has been the most so far, just coming off a 20-6 loss against Masconomet a week ago. On the flip side, Danvers having some offensive struggles to start the year. They lost to Tewksbury in a tough game, 14-7, lost to Salem 15-7, and the last 2 games have had it going a bit more, 22-20 over Renning, and then beat Winthrop 27 points they put up on Winthrop. So the Danvers offense has found its stride a little bit more here over the last 2 games as the Falcons look to try to extend their win streak to 3. So the Panthers and everybody getting ready right now. Hutton talking to his guys. And as we said, we don't know when it could come down, but there is a good chance at some point the rains could really start to fall. And by the way, again, not just from the standpoint of ball security holding on to the football, but as a psyche right now so far, the season hasn't quite started probably the way you envision it. Just how important is it for Beverly, especially it seems they're getting the ball first, to get some positive momentum going to start a game?
Oh, it's huge. It's not even just about the getting the big starts. Can you keep this Falcons offense off the field? An air raid offense is all about timing. It's all about precision. You keep them on the sidelines, that's going to affect their timing and precision that they're able to do.
Indeed, indeed. Beverly, although 0-4, has played kind of a hard schedule. They played Peabody. Haver's nothing to shy away from either. We saw how experienced they are at running back. And a little squib kick fielded by the Panthers. Tripped up a bit himself, but Beverly will start the ball at about the 35. And Brian Kessel, the senior quarterback for this Panther team, going out there as Beverly tries to get started on the right foot. Some changes, Brandon McCarron probably done for the year right now, so that's going to throw Sean Costa into a lot more role as the lead back. Also, Kwiatek, now the center, taking over after injury, and there's a run right away, loses his footing, and it looked like Costa on the carry that time.
Yeah, it's another issue you have with the weather here. What we have here is the footing, slipping that can occur. We'll see how, those quick cuts that the teams like to make, we'll see how difficult those are for them as well.
Yep. So second
down and 13.
So a 2nd and 13 now with the ball on the 32. In motion, Kessel handoff again. He's got some room, makes a man miss. Still on his feet and dragged down just a little bit shy of the first down marker. But a nice response there from Beverly.
That was a great job by the offensive line on that left side. That was a very big hole for him to run through. And I like it so far. So far, it's been simple runs. Get it established. Get moving. We'll start working on that defensive line that you're going to have to wear down for Danvers.
Exactly. And as you said, for the misdirection and all that other stuff to work for the Panthers today, it's got to start between the tackles, doesn't it, Dan?
It does.
So that was Santos on the carry that time, the man in motion, right back up the middle again, runs into one man. He's going to be dragged down just short, and an early decision for Coach Hutton.
Sean Costa, the ball carrier, is going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
They tried that left side again. Looks like Danvers was ready for that play this time.
So a 4th and 1, and Beverly electing to punt the football away. So Panthers 3 and out, but looking to start pinning with Danvers back, and it's a really good punt. That's going to continue to roll, rolls out of bounds, but an absolutely perfect job. Danny Pierce. And, we talked about the offense wanting to get off to a quick start. Couldn't quite do that, but at least they flipped the field right on the Falcons.
Oh, that is absolutely huge. Again, you talk about this air raid offense, how much space they need to run. You just close that space considerably right now for them.
Danvers takes over on their own 3rd.
So here he is. Here is the Falcons offense, led by the senior quarterback, Travis Voisin. Obviously, Metivier, one of his main targets, as well as Gasconi. They're going to elect to run the ball to start. Beverly. Oh, he breaks a tackle. No. He's in the open field, past the 40. Still on his feet, past the 30, and I think he's going to go all the way. Oh, my goodness.
That is definitely not the start you would want for Beverly.
And that was Gasconi, I believe, on the carry that time. And the flipping the field does not matter at all, as Danvers just needs one play, one big run from Owen, and the Falcons on the board first early here, 6-0. Kick is up and good. And the Danvers Falcons needing just one play, backed up deep in their own territory. And it was about a 95-yard run by Gasconi. And it's 7-0 Falcons.
That is a little disheartening. It looks like they had a chance to bring him down there for about no gain or a gain of 1. Just couldn't bring him down.
No.
It's just it's unfortunate. They let him get outside and couldn't chase him down.
It was curtains after that missed tackle, and they let him get to the outside. So Beverly once again finding themselves deja vu, down a touchdown early and off to a bad start.
As rough as the start as that is, it's still very early in the game. Nothing changes in your game plan.
No.
You still want to be able to run the ball, try to control the clock. So we'll see how Beverly is able to respond here on the next possession. Do the Falcons, do you think, are going to give Beverly a decent field position again?
They might. It looks like they are electing to really try to not get any great returns off for Beverly, trusting their defense to stop the Panther offense. And they'll do it again with the squib thing. Goes past one man, picked up, and he's going to be thrown down.
Jaden Santos with the return from
I was going
Beverly.
to say it was Santos, the man who ended up picking that ball off. And not only does it not allow great returns, but you do that squib kick, you potentially have the chance to cause mayhem and get the ball back yourself for your offense.
Yeah, a lot of those guys there that when it comes to a squib kick are not used to handling the ball. Again, the inclement weather could make a big issue for them
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
going to say, throw in the field conditions of a wet football, and a lot of things can go wrong. All right, Kessel, back to throw right away. Quick throw, hitting to the outside. Short gain there.
I like that. You're going to establish some rhythm, possibly with the passing game. Spread the defense out, get them on the outside, soften up that middle for them as well. It's very important for Beverly as well to keep up with the chains, stay in front of the chains. You cannot fall behind them as well. That's where they
Kessel
really
passes
tend to
to
struggle.
Richardson Pony, bringing up second down.
Run up the middle, very little room there. Maybe a yard or maybe just right back to the line of scrimmage.
Jaden Santos, the
That
ball
was
carrier.
Santos again, the ball carrier, who has been the main ball carrier so far.
Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, you do wonder if the injury there has an effect right now on this offense.
Probably searching for that guy who's going to be the big thumping fullback between the tackles. You were relying on McCarron. Beverly, of course, has had their fair share of injuries. The big hitter, Sullivan, also hurt as well. I believe he's out for the season. All right, Kessel back to throw, empty backfield. They come too high for the intended target.
It was open too.
It was. I don't know how much room he was going to have in front of him, though, but he would have picked up a couple.
Yeah, you just hope for some, a little bit positive momentum there. Get close to the sticks. Make a decision there. If you need to go for it on 4th, but obviously that decision's not going to be. I think the key to this game is can Beverly operate outside the numbers here, or outside the hash marks. Clearly, Danvers is ready for everything in the middle, and can Beverly find a way to get something on the outsides, kind of stretch out this defense a little bit, take that attention away from the middle, so you have some of those inside runs that can be so successful that the offense really needs for it to function.
Indeed. So once again, a punt by Danny Pierce. Didn't quite push him all the way back like last time, but still not a bad punt. Oh, actually, I thought it was further back than that. All right, so Falcons, not that field position mattered anyway for them on their first drive, but they start with much better field position here, 3rd and 5. Travis under center. They look like they're going to run the ball a lot more today. There's a run up the middle, and oh my goodness, he's in the open field again, from being chased down from behind, punching at the football, trying to jar it loose. But the Panthers gashed on another run.
Gasanowski with the run on 1st down.
That was Gasconi again.
For the Panthers.
And Travis, known for his arm and being able to throw the football, but right now, if you're going to be able to run the ball, why would you even go to the air?
Exactly. It looks like that was kind of the Falcons' game plan, knowing the weather, knowing the situation, establishing that run early, maybe trying to set some of their own control and tempo here.
And that's a fake. Travis looking, pressure in his face, throws it up for grabs. He's got a man at the back of the end zone, wide open, and a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like he just got lost there in coverage a little bit, and I was able to get behind the defense. And
that happens a lot on play action and when the quarterback's on the move. You got a lot of guys see things in front of you and you just forget anything behind you.
Pass is complete to Logan Medver.
So I believe he said that was the tight end Logan. So
the Ackerman kick is good, making it 14-0.
So all Falcons here to start this game, up 14-0 with just 7:04 still to go in the first quarter.
All right, so if you're Beverly here, it's really important to keep your composure. Things haven't gotten right for you so far. You have had some positive plays in offense. So what you got to do is you got to stick to your identity, stick to what works, get the ball moving, get a first down here. First down is going to be critical here for them just to establish some momentum. But they're not out of this game yet. This is way too much time, so we'll see how they go.
Well, like I said, I mean, still 7:04 to go in the first quarter, so you still have all the time in the world to at least run your offense, as you put it, the way you want. But imperative they get some momentum going here.
Wondering if Beverly will make an adjustment here on this kickoff as well. Maybe have one of the guys on the second line here just grab the ball, fall down, get some better field position as well.
That's Squibb again. Nice kick goes through his hands. Now he's going to have a return a little bit here, though. And he takes it all the way out across the 35, I believe.
That was Kevin Hubbard on the return for Beverly.
It was Hubbard, the man who was able to pick it up and actually get some momentum going forward. And as I said, just across that 35.
Beverly starts off 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
All right, so ball at the Panther 37 now, needing to respond. Ball into the hands, I believe that was Costa.
Sean Costa, the ball carrier.
Yep.
You kind of start wondering here with some of the motion that Beverly's trying to do the quick plays. That was kind of a slow developing run there a little bit. So maybe try something a little bit more that's a little more at the point of attack a little bit quicker. Maybe you catch Danvers a little more off guard there.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them go to the air here now, though, on 2nd and long. Tried a jet sweep, but the pressure was in his face right away. He is thrown down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Daniel Conant, the ball carrier.
That was Conant, the man on the carry that time. He just did not have the time to get to the outside.
Lucas Perez with the tackle for Danvers. Going to bring up 3rd and 14.
A lot of window dressing there. Didn't fool the Falcons much. Short gain for Santos.
Nope. Falcons have looked like they've come prepared. Usually when you run an offense like that, you hope to catch some teams off guard, unprepared, undisciplined. Falcons have shown none of that so far. They've played very well so far in the front 7.
They have. So 4th and 11 at the 36, 5:20 to go in the first quarter. And the Panthers are going to have to punt it away to a Falcons team that right now is gashing them on the ground. So you were worried about Travis in the passing game, but right now it's been the Falcons' run game, and Beverly's going to have to probably adjust their defensive plan. You got to stop that first.
You do. So, you know, you may look for maybe some sort of 8-man front there, something to try to really stymie that running game. I like the timeout here. You know, things haven't gone your way. Try to collect your team together. You know, just, you know, keep the head down, keep fighting, keep grinding. You know, the game's not over. Keep fighting.
Danvers bringing the pressure a little bit. Nice punt again by Pierce. Caught at about the 20. Toward the sideline, pushed out of bounds.
Danny Pierce with the punt for Beverly. There is a flag down on the field.
There's a flag down. Probably a block in the back. I mean, I swear, if there's a flag on the field on any type of special teams kickoff or anything, 95% of the time it's a block in the back.
The Snack Shack is selling rain ponchos for $1. If anybody's looking for a rain poncho, they are
All right, so we'll see how.
$1.
Yeah, we'll see how Beverly responds to the running game. They came in expecting, you know, this passing attack. So, you know, you play a little bit back, you play a little bit looser usually in the front seven. We'll see how they respond to it. Do they make the adjustments? Do they bring the 8th guy down into the box? You know, do you shift some defensive line a little bit? So we'll see how they respond to it right now.
At Danvers back on offense. They have been the epitome of efficiency and perfect. Travis to the air, off his hands. I think he might have taken his eye off the ball and was looking before he made the catch.
He might have there. We'll do the kid a favor and say it was the rain, it was the weather.
And 10 from the Danvers 17-yard line.
So 2nd and 10 now. Danvers with the ball at their own 17. Panthers not only needing a stop, but you'd think really needing a 3-and-out or something very short to at least give themselves good field position on the opposite side. And at least a good start there is no gain on the first down. 3 wide receivers to the far side. The running back right next to him. Hands off, trying to get to the outside. Missed tackle, but a host of Panther defenders there. Bring down Owen.
There you go. Set the edge. You contain. You do not let him get outside. Even if you don't make the tackle yourself, you allow your teammates to come, rally to the ball, and make the stop there.
I tell you, he is a big boy, and he is tough to bring down. Big, strong kid. He plays running back. He plays tight end as well. I believe he plays something on the. Yeah.
Big play here for Beverly, though. You got to imagine they need a stop desperately here.
Just a quick handoff right there. Owen again on the carry. Host of black shirts there to tackle him. And Panthers are going to get a stop.
Gasanowski, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I was going to say, a little surprised on how conservative the call was. I think I understand it, though. I mean, the last thing you want to do is some sort of big turnover or anything like that.
I was a little surprised. Beverly was playing kind of soft there on coverage. It kind of looked like they were almost giving him the first down on the pass coverage there. But, you know, with how much success you've had running the ball, why not try that?
Punt is away. Hits at about the 45, going to continue a bounce across the midfield line, but shy of the 45. And just as we said, the Panthers not only needed a stop, but a 3-and-out would have been nice to give themselves good field position, and that's exactly what they got right here.
A defense did its job there. You know, you get some momentum out of this. You know, again, you can't get 14 points in one play, but, you know, just work on it, grind it, get that first down. That will be a huge weight lifted off this offense, and it'll be able to flow a lot more freely once they're able to do that.
There's a run, nice block in front of him, brings him free, and he's well into Danvers territory. And a big play on first down. Sean Costa, the spark the Panther offense needed. Finally, they were finally able to get to that outside.
They
get
were.
the edge.
They were able to get behind that left side again, get that big play. And again, complimentary football. Defense gets you the ball in great field position. Offense looking like they're ready to convert on it.
Kessel, the man in motion. Brian going to keep this one himself. Runs up the middle for a moderate gain.
I like that, though. No, you get Danvers a little bit on their heels. Throw something a little different at them. Throw them a different runner. Give them a different look. Make them think. Make them have to react to you instead of just flowing like they've been doing.
So a 3-yard carry there from Kessel. And just as we said, with this offense, stay ahead of the chains. That's exactly where you want to be. 3-4 yards on first down at least. Handoff again. The edge is not quite there. Nice move by him to at least not be dragged down for a loss. I think, did he get back to the line? I think he probably got back to about the line, a scrimmage. 1 yard maybe is what they're saying. So it'll be 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 from the Danvers 31.
Obviously in high school football, this is always 4-down territory at this point. So you don't have to get it all back on one play. Kessel on the keeper again. He's going to get very, very close. And as you said, making them think as you bring that guy across as if you're going to give it to him on the sweep, and Kessel ends up keeping it, reading that defender. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, exactly. You know, again, with this option offense, what you really want to do is make the defense have to react to what you do. You have to make them sit there. You have to make them think and not actually play football. Is this the tush push? Nope.
Under center, direct snap.
Ooh.
He got it, though, I think.
He got.
Took a big shot right there.
Kessel with the keeper. That's
I believe the tackle was made by Grayson Jackson for the Falcons, but it's a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah. I kind of want to see maybe a counter here. Try to do something a little bit different. Fake to the left side. The Falcons are clearly going left constantly here, expecting something left. Try to fake them out. Fake something left, go right.
Oh, no. Did the ball come out?
Yeah.
I think it did. It was going to be a decent run for a decent gain, but he took a big shot, and we have no idea whose ball it is yet. When it's Falcons football. And as we mentioned, ball security just going to be such a big thing in this game. And the Beverly, once they got some momentum going on offense, a big, big turnover.
Danvers takes over 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
So once again, it will be on the Beverly defense to answer the call.
All right, we're going to see what the Falcons want to do here. Again, we haven't really seen much of that passing attack we were expecting. They had the one pass for a touchdown, the other pass that the receiver just couldn't bring down. So we'll see how they respond.
Well, he's out of the shotgun again, and I believe it's going to be a false start on the Falcons. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
False start against the Falcons makes it 1st and 15.
Interesting what Beverly does here in defense. You know, you have been gashed on the ground. You know, do you still worry about the run game with this distance here, or do you start playing the pass more?
Well, they do have him under the shotgun right now. Fakes it. He's going to go to the air, and I don't know what happened there. I believe that one's going to be against Danvers as well, but do you think there was a miscommunication there between the quarterback and the wide receiver?
A little bit. I think the quarterback expected him to make his cut a little bit sooner on that play.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Penalty is going to be declined by Beverly, though, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Second
and long.
15.
We'll see how aggressive Beverly here gets on defense. Do you consider sending an extra pass rusher here? Do you try to create something on your defensive side here?
I don't think that would be a bad idea. I can't tell. Is he directly behind the quarterback? I don't know if that was like a pistol set. Oh, no, the Travis on a keeper. He's got the edge. He's got the first down, I believe, before he went out of bounds. It's hard to know if someone steps out early or not on the far side over there, but he definitely moved the chains.
Travis with the
Yeah, that's a tough one there for Beverly.
That's a good call by Danvers.
It was a very good call. Nobody was expecting that there on the Beverly defensive side.
Well, they've been gashed so many times by the running back on big runs. You got to key on that, and Travis keeps it himself.
23 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So now 1st and 10 for the Falcons on their own 33. Run straight into the line, and Beverly right there meets him. Might have been a loss.
All right. Looks like they're just going to let the clock run, head to the second quarter.
Danvers quite content to let this clock just run out and head to the second quarter. And as we go into the second quarter, it's been mostly Danvers so far, as they're up 14-0.
Today is the Morgan's message.
So, and let's talk about quickly here what kind of things we saw in that first quarter. About as disastrous as a start as Beverly could have. The defense has tightened up, though. The offense at least got some momentum going, but we talked about ball security, and that came into effect right there.
Right, when you look at the offense, they had the 2-3 and outs right away. Then they finally get the good field position after the big stop by the defense. You turn the ball over deep into the Falcons' territory. So that's a tough one to swallow. But they've got some momentum here. They've figured out something on offense here. They've got some things going right. The big run there by the Falcons for the first down was tough, but there is some positives here for Beverly. We'll see if they can keep that some momentum going here on the defensive side.
As we head into the second quarter here, as you mentioned, the Beverly defense has done better against the run. We might start to see more of that Travis Voisin arm and passing attack that we kind of expected to see coming into this game.
Again, we talked about that at the start of the game, and we haven't seen much of it yet. I don't know, other than the touchdown completion to the wide open player in the end zone. Haven't seen it yet. We talked about rhythm for that kind of offense. We'll see if the Falcons are able to get that going here.
Voisin back to pass, slings it across. Kind of had his man open, but a little bit low. Yeah, that was the senior wide receiver, Medavir. He is the big target. I know that he had a great game against the Panthers last season.
Yeah, we talked about that, trying to keep this offense off the field, get him out of the rhythm. It looks like they've kind of done it to themselves a little bit here. They've struggled really just kind of complete some basic completions here.
Mm-hmm. So now, once again, the Panthers have them backed up on a 3rd and long.
I want Beverly to be aggressive here. Make Danvers do something to what you're doing. Don't wait for them.
You bring some pressure? Well, they didn't bring pressure, but they didn't need it. Big sack as he's thrown down back near the 20.
Yeah, Beverly defense needed that. Let's get some excitement here. Let's get something going here again.
Pressure came off the edge, and that was Big Jack Constantine, one of the key players on this Panther team, offensively and defensively. Best pass rusher, best tackler probably on that defense. And Constantine comes up with a big play for Beverly as they look to get the ball back. Oh, had a chance. Ball bounces, crosses midfield again. Going to continue to get a Danvers roll and die right at that 40-yard line.
So Obviously, the fumble was a backbreaker for that last drive, but we'll see how they respond. They did a lot of things well last drive.
The defense came up big again.
They did. We'll see what Beverly offense does, though. I like the quarterback keepers. Danvers did not seem ready for that. Again, I was saying go run to the right. They ran to the right that time. They did catch Danvers, but unfortunately, the big hit led to the fumble of that possession.
There's a run again. Finds some room, slips through a tackle, and he's brought down.
Ball carrier on first down for the Panthers.
That was Sean Costa again. It's a short gain, though.
3-yard gains. Going to bring up second down and 7 from the Beverly 43-yard line.
Oh, 3 yards. Okay, a little better than I thought.
Yep.
3-yard gain. As we said, that's about the line that you at least want to be at on these first downs to stay ahead of the chains. 3-4 yards. Danvers not fooled on that one.
I really want to see Beverly. They did a wide receiver screen. I believe it was second drive of the game.
Yes.
Really try some more of that. Really, because you can see Danvers really is just packing in right at that line of scrimmage. Get Danvers to kind of spread out a little bit more. The new lanes on the inside there will open up for you.
Yeah. The other thing they usually have success doing is play action and then sneaking Constantine, the tight end, down the field as well. They've seen them pull that off a couple of times. Not really in play now, though, on 3rd and 9. Expecting a pass. Kessel to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. He didn't get it there. Not quite. Oh. He had Constantine open.
Constantine is going to bring up 4th down.
I don't know if he felt the pressure or he had him open and then just kind of,
Again,
aimed it.
Could have been the weather as well. Ball, sure, is not the driest ball in the world right now.
Yeah, that too.
Pierce on to punt for Beverly.
I think he might have aimed it a little bit. Oh no. The only thing I don't know is, but if you don't have control of the ball and the knee goes down, are you down?
I think it's as soon as you touch the ball and your knee's down.
Okay. So another turnover, this one on a special teams, and Danvers with great field position. At least it looked like Beverly was at least on the last 3 different possessions starting to at least win the field position game, and that goes out the window now. Travis hands off. Owen trying to find some room. Oh, man, he just runs through one tackle.
He's a big boy.
He is. He's a big guy.
Owen Gaskanowski on the carry for Danvers.
Gaskanowski once again. Fatigue, you got to think, is going to start to be a factor on the Beverly defense. I'm seeing some hands on hips. They've been out there quite a bit.
Hands on hips. You got some, possibly deflated players as well after that failed punt.
That was a direct stab to Owen, and he is slammed down.
Well read right there.
Another
Indeed.
sack by Jack Constantine.
Boy, you're doing things so well for Danvers. It's just, did you need to throw the wrinkle
The
in?
loss of 6.
I mean, you would say no, but don't forget they've been stopped the last couple of drives here.
They have.
So, you might think field position, we really need something here.
I know, but they had 2nd and short, too. Now it's a 3rd and 9. Panthers, 3rd and 9. The defense, once again, they've been asked to step up so much these past couple of possessions, and Beverly going to need it again. They bring some pressure off the edge. I think that's Constantine again. The ball batted down. I thought there was a chance that maybe someone was going to come up with that, but it could have been a game-changing type of play. But still a great play by the Beverly defense.
Excellent stop again by the Beverly defense. They're really keeping them in this game right now.
Again, though, by the way, on this, this is high school football. There's no saying that they're not going to go for this. I think they might.
I think they are here.
You're in no man's land. You're not making this on a field goal. There's not enough room to punt, so why not?
Exactly.
Senior quarterback, weapons everywhere. 3 wide receivers to our side. Travis, with time, throws, and he's wide open. That's going to be a first down and more. Finally takes 3 Beverly defenders. But as we mentioned, high school football in that dead man area, no man's land, no reason not to go for it.
That play right there was what we were expecting from the Falcons for most of this game as well.
Yes. And
First and goal from the 9.
I think that was number 9. That was Logan then, Medavir. I'll see if I can ask down here. Was that one Logan or Luke?
That was Luke.
Oh, it was Luke again? Okay.
Logan had the touchdown.
No, I know he did, but thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that was Luke again, and he's the name, as we mentioned, you're gonna hear a lot, although Logan's has the touchdown as well, but Luke went off against the Panthers, I know, last game. And of course, right, 4th and long, need a play. It's going to be Travis, the senior, to the guy he's been playing with for a long time, and Luke.
Yep, you got that comfort there, and that receiver, you know where he's going to be when you need him to be there. And sure enough, he was. And a big run after the catch as well.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, these guys, they're air raid, but they bring a physical mentality. The receivers as well, they're pretty big. Travis on the keeper gets really nowhere.
Yep.
Ooh.
See with the keeper.
And someone's shaken up, I think, for Danvers.
Tackle again by Alexander Marquez for Beverly.
Kind of got shaken up at the end of the play there. I think his feet just went out from under him. I'm trying to see the number of who it is.
Number 11.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Again,
Bring up third
another
and
chance here
goal
for
from
Beverly's
7.
defense. If you hold them to the field goal attempt, you kind of feel like it is a big win. They've had the miscues already with the turnovers. We'll see if Beverly's able to make a stand here.
Dan, it's high school. There's you can't just, they might have 2 plays. They really might. Travis throws, the man is open. Nice tackle there.
No, now they might go for it.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to go for it.
Pass is complete to Luke Medavir. Tackle by Danny Conant.
There you go. Good open field tackle. You didn't let him get in the end zone.
And goal
Yeah.
from the 1.
It was Luke Medavir who at least comes up and makes the tackle, and now it'll be 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And we have a player down as well.
Can you see the number?
Yeah.
He's going off under his own power at least, though. I think he's okay.
Is that 50? 50.
Okay. That would be Logan Gomes then, the junior linebacker.
Not the type of player you want to lose on this side.
No, on a 4th and goal. 4th and 1. Danvers comes sprinting back to try and do it quick. The tush push, the flag.
Uh-oh. Were they not set?
I don't think they were set.
Flag is down.
Well, when you try and hurry, sometimes that's what's going to happen. You end up snapping the play before everyone's set.
Yep. All right, so break for Beverly there.
Yeah. So now that'll back this up from the 1 down back to the 6.
Down the field. He's going to back him up 5 yards.
So now it'll be 4th and goal from the 6.
It's going to be up 4th and goal from the 6.
I think they'll be undeterred, though. I think they'll still try and go for the touchdown, knowing that if they don't make it, they have Beverly backed up in the shadow of their own end zone.
Wonder if Danvers might be taking their time, trying to get some of this clock going.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Danvers taking the time out to talk about this. 4th and 6, huge play, right? Things haven't quite gone your way. It's only a 2-possession game, but that is backbreaking if you do surrender the touchdown here and you go down 3 touchdowns.
No, it will be, but at the same time, if you're Beverly, Danvers is giving you an opportunity here to make a stand, get that momentum, get something going. Last time Beverly made a big stand, they had the ball deep within Danvers territory. So, I'm not sure I agree with this with the Danvers coach. But, if they convert, obviously it would be a huge payoff if you talk about 3-touchdown deficit. Mm-hmm. But here you're giving your opposing team a chance here to get something for themselves for a little bit momentum.
Indeed. Danvers coach being aggressive here, thinking that if his team does convert, that's kind of a dagger. Beverly trying to make a big stand and stay in this game. You got to think that maybe this ball's going to Luke, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Logan's nothing to shy at either. Throws it up. He's wide open. Touchdown, Danvers. And I think that was Luke way on the outside that he looked at first. Wasn't there.
With the touchdown for Danvers.
Came back across the middle and found his man open there.
Flag, was that after the play?
I think it was after the play.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike against Danvers after the play.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Danvers after the play. I think that will be go into effect on the kickoff. But second touchdown pass of the game for Travis. Kick is up, kick is good, and it's 21-0 Falcons.
You always talk about in these games, those like 4 or 5 plays that decide the game, and you got to look back to that long 4th down that Danvers was able to convert there as one of those 4 or 5 plays where Beverly will look back like, if we had stopped them there, maybe this outcome could be a little bit different.
No, I know, for sure. All right, so 4:18 to go in the first half, and Panthers offense now definitely in desperation mode. Got to respond right here. And they've moved the ball a couple of times here, and unfortunately just had disaster strike at the end of that drive. But
we'll see here. We'll also see with the penalty taken on the kickoff. Is Danvers going to still go with the squib kick? Are they going to give Beverly that chance of excellent field position? So we'll see what Danvers does here with their kickoff.
I'm checking in on some college football here. LSU and Missouri going back and forth. Now, I know no one here in New England cares about that, really, but...
What are you talking about? Brian Kelly's a local guy. He is.
They do care about Notre Dame here for some reason. I guess it's just because all the Irish people.
It's the academics. We
well,
pride
also,
ourselves.
I mean, back in the day, wasn't Notre Dame like one of the only teams that was always on television?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's that, too. BC's trailing the Army right now, 24-20. And,
what a bounce.
Oh, no. All right, so the squib kick kind of backfired right there.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I was wondering if Danvers was still going to try to do that after, the penalty there. Beverly's got to capitalize there, though. You need some sort of points here. Your defense is got to be exhausted. You need first downs. Kill as much of this clock as you can as well.
All right, 4:10 to go in the first half. Beverly starting in Danvers field position, at least on this one. Run up the middle, and there is nothing there. As he maybe got a yard. Santos again. It's been a steady diet of either Santos or Costa. So far, Panthers might be forced to go to the air here soon.
Again,
On the one time that we saw it recently, he had Constantine there.
he did, and we saw the wide receiver screen earlier too as well. You know, a big positive play. It looks like Danvers is going to give that to them right now.
I mean, look how close the safeties are. Be a run up the middle again. A lot more room for him this time. Dives forward. I think that's about 7, maybe?
5-yard gain.
Oh, I thought you got more than 5.
Down.
Hey, how you doing, Luke? Peter. It's all right. There's too many names right now, Peter. We got Peter O'Brien right here checking in, Beverly's #1 fan. He always comes up and says hi to us in the booth. My apologies, Peter. There's so many names I gotta say right now.
If you're Beverly here, I really want to see a pass on the outside. They're giving you.
Patience there. I was hoping maybe a lane would open, but really nothing came about for Sean Costa. So it'll be 4th and 5 at the Danvers 42. Clock continuing to tick as we'll get now right down below the 2.5-minute mark.
4th and 5.
Although probably as this clock is ticking, might not be much of a factor, because even if Danvers gets the ball back, I wonder if they're going to be pretty satisfied with the way the game is and play it on the more conservative side. Kessel to throw. Protection breaks down, and
Looks like
I think he just had to let that go. He had to let that loose a little bit before the guy could get to his spot. So a turnover on downs at the 42, and now the ball back in the hands of the Falcons with 2:05 to go.
Gasanowski, the ball carrier.
Gaskanowski on the run there picks up some good yardage.
We'll see how
Maybe 8.
Danvers plays this here. Looks like they're going to go right up to the line.
I mean, you do have a multi-year starter senior quarterback. You probably do trust him to at least make decisions. And right now, Gaskanowski is making it pretty easy for them to at least at some point take some shots and be aggressive. Probably about an 8-yard run on his first one. That was probably another, I don't know, 6, 7?
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
From the Beverly 41-yard line.
Ball on the Panther 41, 1:25 to go. Travis going to go to the air, checks it down to Owen. Owen's got plenty of open room. Still running by, pushed out of bounds past the 20. And it has been easy here for the Falcons here on this possession. Minute 15 still on the clock as they are inside the red zone.
Full seam pass is complete to Gasanowski. Taken out of bounds by Sean Costa.
Yeah, looks like Beverly was a little soft there.
1st and 10 from the Beverly 18-yard
Well, the defense
line.
has been on the field a lot. And Beverly has a lot of two-way players as well. Ball on the ground, but a nice hop. Travis gets away. It looked like he was going to give himself up and then just ducked down, keeps going. Runs forward and probably gained, I don't know, maybe 7 before he even gets out of bounds, too, and stops the clock.
That's a sign of a tired defense right there. You had them. You had 2 guys in the backfield there. Ball on the ground, and you couldn't get him down.
Yeah, well, the Panther defense has been on the field so much here in this first half. 2nd and 2 now. Ball on the 10. I thought he was brought down just shy of the 10, but I guess the nose of that football on it.
On the Beverly 10-yard line, 1:05 left to play in the half.
Panthers needing another big stand from their defense. Pressure coming up the middle, trying to get Travis in the backfield, and he got him. Big play.
Big play.
Huge play. It looked like Benjamin Herring, who got through.
Benjamin Herring with the sack.
It was Herring who got through right through the center of the defense, and Travis tried to get away, but Benjamin was having none of that, and a big tackle for loss. Clock continuing to run now down just under the 40-second mark. Ball all the way back on the 17.
Wonder if the Falcons are just going to take maybe one more shot here and see what they can come up with.
He's got one-on-one coverage on the outside against Medivere. Travis throws to the back of the end zone. Oh! He had him, but he threw it behind his intended target. He was on the move, and there wasn't a lot of space there. Tough throw to make. It was there for him. 19 seconds to go, 4th and 9 with the ball on the 17.
On the field.
Oh, illegal forward pass there.
Oh, he was past the line?
He was.
Okay.
Legal forward pass on Danvers.
All right, so the illegal forward pass is going to back this up even further, and now it kind of seems like just one last chuck up into the end zone.
Danvers could get a first down here as well.
True. 19 seconds, yeah,
so,
they could.
So there is, but if you don't get the first down, So see what happens. So the middle of the field is not out of the question. The clock does stop when they reset the chains. So we'll see. The middle of the field is not out of the question. So Beverly does still need to protect that part of the field.
4th and 14.
So much talent on the outside here. Logan and Luke. Someone always capable of just throwing one up and making a play. Travis throws. It's exactly who he's looking for. He's looking for Luke at the back of the end zone. Oh, it was there too.
Pass is incomplete. That was
Just
defended by Daniel
Just
Jones.
missed. And the Panthers at least get their stand here right before the end of the half. You got to think if they convert there, that's kind of the nail in the coffin. So at least Beverly getting a big stop there.
There's, we've talked a lot about it. The two big plays, obviously, Beverly gave up early in the game. Beverly's defense, other than that, has played very well.
Handoff around the edge, picking up a couple, and that will do it for the end of the first half. And it's a first half that largely has not gone the Panthers' way. There have been things to be positive about. The defense has been asked to make some big stops. They've been able to answer the call a couple of times. The offense unable to get going so far. And we'll go in a halftime with Falcons up 21-0. Dan, you talked about 21-0, but there's been a couple of big key plays. What do you see as the key plays for the swings there in the first half?
So obviously the first play that Danvers had, the big touchdown run. Then you had the run that led to the touchdown. So you look at that, and there's been really three plays that have gone Danvers' way. You got the two big runs I mentioned, then you had the big 4th down conversion. If Beverly is able to kind of do more on those plays on the defensive side, they're much more in this game. You're possibly looking at 7-0, 10-0 game instead of what it is. The big concern is the offense. They've had the one big drive that ended in the turnover. They've had decent field position. Danvers' squib kick has not backfired on them at all yet. Beverly really needs to find a way to make them punish on those squib kicks.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So about 10 minutes here before we get you back out to the action here in the second half. Signing off for now, 21-0 at half. Falcons up.
BHS music alums Eli Eberha and Ben Schuster, and Brett Battistelli. And in his 12th year as the Beverly High School band director is Adam Costa. Many thanks go out to our BHS music parents and the Beverly Music and Performing Arts Association for all their continued support with our transportation and equipment needs, as well as running the concession stand for today's game. Please pay them a visit and treat yourself to a snack. The BHS Music Department relies on the hard work and support of these volunteers to put on shows like the one you are about to enjoy. Drum majors, are you ready? BHS Band presents Rebellion, a musical tapestry of melody and message that shines a light on rock and roll's anti-authoritarian DNA. First up, a song whose infamous music video and confrontational rejection of conformity earned its writers one of the first explicit content labels in music history. Here now is Twisted Sister's 1984 hard rock classic, We're Not Gonna Take It. Staple tune from one of the most revered punk rock bands of all time. A song that addresses the censorship and banning of Western music by certain foreign countries. This 1982 cut was the only top 10 hit in America for this English band before their demise in 1985. From the album Combat Rock, here's Rock the Casbah by The Clash. show today is an iconic track from the premier psychedelic rock band of the past 50 years. Though this is the only tune in the band's extensive catalog to ever reach #1 on the Billboard charts, it has enjoyed an enduring reputation as an anthemic protest song despite its insistent disco beat. From 1979's The Wall, we are pleased to pronounce Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. The BHS Band and Marching Band, everybody. This concludes today's performance. The band looks forward to playing for you again next weekend, right here at Red Stadium, where they'll feature even more new music from our 2023 halftime show. Thank you for all of your support of music education in Beverly's public schools, and enjoy the second half.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are just moments away from getting started here in the second half. Danvers on the field right now. I think the Panthers coming out here in just a second. But anyway, back here, Dominic Lorenzano alongside Dan Lorenzano with you, bringing you the action here today. And first half, not going the Panthers' way at all, as right now, 21-0, the Falcons in front. And Dan, obviously not going Beverly's way. There have been a couple of key plays that really have swung things to make it as bad as it's been, 21-0.
So when we talk about the key plays here, we're going to talk about obviously the first play Danvers had from the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
The big touchdown run. Next possession, Danvers got another big run, ended in a touchdown. Beverly's defense responded from there, has settled down, has played very well. The last touchdown they gave up, short field on that failed punt attempt there. You know, they did have the backbreaking for a fourth down, but again, short field there. Otherwise, not much to complain about the defense. The offense needs to get something going here. Needs to give its defense a chance to rest, give some of their team some momentum.
Indeed, and the other part is that we talked about, you know, wet field. The rain's been in and out, off and on. We talked about ball security, and right now it's the Panthers who are losing the turnover battle. And it happened at a particularly key moment as well, didn't it?
A couple of the turnovers. One good Beverly drive they had deep in Danvers territory. You had the big hit in the fumble. Took the wind really out of the sails of the team there. And again, the punt failure there, I would call it. Another big backbreaker. That one led to points for Danvers. The Beverly offense really needs to get something going, I feel like, on the outside. If you look at it, Danvers is really putting about 9, 10 guys inside that box within the offensive line. Need to get something on the outside, need to get spread out the defense. Once you're able to establish something on the outside, you're going to get those inside lane runs to run on.
Indeed. And as you mentioned, the outside really might be the chance so far. They have not really thrown the ball much. Kessel is 1 of 2, I believe, on the actual throws. He had Jack Considine at one point, just could not quite convert it there. The quick wide receiver screen on, I believe, the second possession of the game. But other than that, really have kept things pretty much completely on the ground. You're going to guess that probably now they're going to have to go to the air a little bit more.
They'll have to go to the air a little bit more. Again, field position battle, it's actually been in Beverly's favor. We talk about the squib kicking Danvers has been doing. Been giving Beverly great field position. The special teams, other than the miss muff punt there, has actually been solid for Beverly. They've pinned them back a little bit. So there has been a lot of positives here for Beverly, but the offense has not been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
And, about the offense, right, the best player probably on the field is Jack Considine, and therefore you need to, whatever it takes, you feel like you got to get the ball in his hands at least a little bit. I don't think he's really gotten the ball in his hands at all offensively.
Get something going there. They tried a couple of screens. They did not work out, but try to get something in his hands. He's big. He's athletic. He can get the ball in fields. He wants to hit somebody. He wants Danvers to make them feel like, hey, we're here too. We're going to wear you down, and we can still be in this game.
Yeah, indeed. And I think that'll be a big key for the Panthers offense, is trying to get Jack involved somehow, some way. We talked about it. Panthers are dealing with some injury problems here. Scott Kwiatek has been moved into the center. The line has been a bit of a mess because of some of the injuries. And obviously the big hitter in the run game, Roman Sullivan, was lost before the season even started. So Panthers are trying to make it work any way they can. Unfortunately, the Falcons are the ones who are going to get the ball first here to start this half.
Great movie. I read too many books to watch a movie. It does. But
BC's just taking the lead on Army, by the way. I thought they were going to lose to Army today. I think they're going to win now. Some local one. I know nobody cares. But.
I think people are happy.
A few people, I have met a few people who do care about Boston College football.
They do.
And line drive kick bounces straight into the guy's hands. Oh, man, he's got room. Oof, big collision there. At least he's able to take him down. But he's going to get across the 40, and the Falcons are going to get some nice field position to start out.
Gatanowski with the return for Danvers, tackled by Danny Pierce.
So we talked about earlier about this Falcons passing attack, and I know they have the 2 touchdown passes and they have the missed shot there at the end of the half. But Beverly's done a very good job for the most part against this Falcons passing attack. It's really been the ground game that has given Beverly trouble.
Indeed, especially as we mentioned, obviously. Falcons opened the game with a 95-yard run by Guskowski, but he's been consistent picking up yardage even after that one big run as well. Travis under center. I didn't even see where that ball went.
Went to 23.
That was a little wrinkle right there. That's Marco Betancourt.
Ball carrier for Danvers.
First time we've seen the ball in his hands, and Danvers a little trickeration to start. And they're in Beverly field position now with the ball at the Panther 45.
Going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Beverly 45-yard line.
First and 10 now. Handoff again. Couple of yards there. 4, maybe 5. See where they spot it.
Gastonowski on the carry.
Right back to Gaskonowski that time. 4 yards.
Tackle by Alexander Marquez. 4-yard gains will make it 2nd down and 6 from.
Danvers has decided to run the ball a lot already today, and probably with a 3-score lead in the second half, probably only going to lean on that more, don't you think?
No, we talked about it during the break. You know, we talked about this wind. It's starting to pick up a little bit too. So, yeah, I would expect a lot of heavy dose of this.
Yeah, Owen on a toss. First down, Falcons.
Gastonowski again with the carry for Danvers.
Yep. 6-yard carry there for Gaskonowski.
To be 1st and 10 from the Beverly 35-yard line.
Run up the middle this time. Panther defense a bit stouter there. Short gain.
Carry for Danvers. Tackle by Benjamin Herring. Going to be 2nd down and 8 from the Beverly 33.
Right, 2nd and 8, ball on the Panther 33 as Danvers has methodically been able to run the ball down the Panthers' throat here on this drive. Beverly once again trying to make a stand. Travis once again from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to our side. Quick hitter to the outside. He's got room. Oh, I thought he was going to get by him, but at least a nice recovery there to bring him down. Still a very nice gain. That looked like Liam Timpone.
You know, when you're open field, it doesn't matter how you get him down. You just got to get him down.
Yeah, right? That was Michael Albano, the wide receiver there. And it is a first down for the Falcons, but nice recovery there by Liam, though. I really thought we were on our way to maybe saying another 6. Owen trying to find some room, gets a couple.
Gastonowski with the carry.
You wonder now, too, about this Beverly defense, especially that defensive line. They've been kind of getting pushed around a little bit. Like you mentioned in the end of the first half, some hands on hips.
Yeah, they've been on the field a lot. Travis, quick hitter again. That one through the hands of Luke. Usually the sure-handed senior wide receiver. Might have taken his eyes off it for a second.
I think that's the second one we've seen by him where he kind of did take his eyes off a little bit off the ball.
It's both been on sort of like very quick hitters, easy ones where, you know, he's thinking about that open field before he you know, finishes the first part. Happens to the best of them. 3rd and 10 now. Well, the board says 3rd and 10. I think it's more like 3rd and what? 8, 9?
Chance here for Beverly. I know they tend to go for a 4th down here. Beverly has been able to get some pressure, though, on the quarterback.
There's Jack coming off the edge in his face. Ball is tipped and hits the ground.
And right on cue.
Yeah. It was Jack coming off that edge again. He's consistently been the one that's been able to get any kind of pressure.
Pass was deflected by Connor LaCole. With Jack Constantine in on the pressure for Beverly.
For as much as we talked about the struggles the defensive line has had against the running game, they have excelled in getting pressure on the quarterback. You see
on the obvious passing downs, yes,
they've got a couple. They got a batted ball. They've had a couple sacks. You know, they've been able to actually get through this offensive line.
On the flip side for Danvers, I mean, at what point is it time to get some extra help on Jack?
It might be.
I know, right? Had to go for it again. 4th and 9. Bad snap. Travis is able to get it. Travis is on the move. He's got some guys open, though. Through the hands. That wet field is Luke trying to stop, come back to the football, and I think he lost his feet out from under him.
Pass was defended by Daniel Conant. Is going to be a turnover.
He had them there again, too. Nice pass there on the run. He has shown the ability when he kind of rolls to his left as a lefty, he has been able to make some good throws on the roll there.
Yeah. And that was right there. Everything was in place. Luke came back to the football well, but wet field, like I said, I think he stops and those feet just come out from under him.
Mm-hmm. See if Beverly's offense can respond to you. Got to get something going here.
I know. I'd like to see them aggressive here, go to the air on first. Runs and short game.
Sean Costa, the ball carrier for Beverly.
Costa on the ball carrier there. I think it's no gain. I think it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Would have liked to see maybe, you mentioned the passing game, maybe some sort of play action. Danvers is really selling out to stop that run.
Mm-hmm. Pressure's coming from behind on Kessel. Gets it out. That was a lookout play.
That was a lookout play, and it's a tough one. So receiver, you kind of want to have that one back.
For Liam Timponi. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
But I like
Timponi, the intended target there. Panthers at least did avoid disaster because you could see it coming from behind Kessel.
But I like the concept. You got the ball on the outside. When you're watching this Danvers defense, they're giving 8-9 yards of cushion before the ball's even snapped. Get the ball to the receivers quickly. Make them respect what you could do on the outside. You are going to be able to open up some of that stuff on the outside.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 10 now. Ball on their own 23. Kessel back to throw. Oh, no, he wasn't. Just a handoff.
Gregory White, the ball carrier.
It was Gregory White that time on the handoff. And the Panthers will be forced to punt the ball away, approaching the 6:30 mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Danny Pierce on to punt for the Panthers.
Oh,
Offside his foot.
yeah. And Danny has had a number of very good punts today.
All right, so as well as we think the defense has played for the most part this game, the one thing that really has eluded them has been getting a turnover. This is where Beverly really needs a turnover, an interception, a fumble, it's a strip sack. Like I said, they've been able to apply pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, this is the time where, I mean, we're getting close to that time where it's if you mess up and give up something big, it's okay. You got to be very aggressive in the secondary trying to get a big play. Are you at that point you think you had 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter where it's okay to just start guessing a little bit in the secondary, try and jump a route?
I think so. I think we're at that point where you need something. You need to do something. You need a big play. You got to get something going here.
So it'd be the time to be extra aggressive for the defense. That was Kevin Ahern, the man who had the carry. That one is back to the familiar face of Gaskonowski.
Tackled by Junior De Los Santos.
Longhorns are driving in the Red River rivalry.
Are they still down?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're down 27-20, but they got the ball at the Oklahoma 29. Another low one, by the way, on a third down. Travis very much under siege. He's got a man open. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. A flag is flown in. I believe it's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield. That sometimes happens when the play goes as long as that did.
It did. Again, able to get pressure, though.
I know.
That has been one of the key that Beverly has really been able to hang their hat on this entire game is getting the pressure on the quarterback.
And it's consistently come from Considine there on the outside.
Ineligible receiver downfield against Danvers. Going to back them up 5 yards.
All right, so that'll back it up now. 3rd and 10, ball on the 43. Travis. He's got time this time. Throws nearly intercepted.
That was Scott Kwiatek on the pass defense for the Panthers.
Yeah, not a great decision there. By,
Wait, was that really Scott Kwiatek on the coverage? So your center is the man on pass? That's wild. I've never seen that before in my life. The punt is away. Oh, no, he muffed it. Danvers is going to fall on it. I still kick it over that your offensive center was the man in pass coverage there. Nearly came up.
It made a nice play.
A very nice play. I thought he was going to come up with the pick even. Disaster there for the Panthers, though, as the punt is muffed, and now Danvers has the ball knocking on the door.
These are the things that always seem to happen to those teams that are struggling. They just can't catch that break.
The defense has performed so admirably today.
It has.
They have not folded. They have not given up at any point.
Gasanowski is in for the Danvers touchdown.
Except maybe there. As Gaskanowski punching it in. Another Falcons touchdown. Looking to tack on the extra point and go up 28-0.
Connor Ackerman on to attempt the extra point for Danvers.
You know, the NEC, it's known as such a, usually, historically, a very good football division here in Massachusetts. And unfortunately for the Panthers, they have played a pretty tough schedule, and it's not going to get any easier as they'll have Marblehead coming in here next week. And then, actually, I might have that mixed up. It might be Swampscott and then Marblehead, but I know it's Marblehead and Swampscott, both they at least will get at home. But the road's not going to get much easier for the Panthers right now.
No, and these are the types of things you do need to clean up if you want to be able to win some of those games. Again, we mentioned that special teams had, for the most part, been a positive for this game, but really let them down right there. A couple of bad recent special teams plays.
Yes.
Dominic is showing off that LSU non-national title contenders giving up 39
You can say that
Missouri.
all you want, but what if LSU wins the rest of their games and won the SEC? What if?
Doesn't matter.
You have little faith.
I do. I saw that defense.
It is not a good defense. It is not. That is true. But they're beating Mizzou. I'm kidding. That has never been the bar at LSU. Not that I don't really want this win, though, because I do. But Texas has also tied Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry, by the way. Potentially a nice return there for the Panthers. Gets to the 35.
So I feel like this is a chance for Beverly here. You know, you're down 4 scores. We know how tough it is to come back from that. Try something a little different on offense. I know your offense is predicated around the option, the T, running the ball. Now's the time to try something new. Try a new bag of tricks, double reverse, maybe a pass, deep pass, to just try something new. See if you can get something going and something positive that, for future games you could try.
Yep. Kessel keeping it. Let me ask you a question.
Kessel with the keeper.
Even if they have 2 losses, does Jaden Daniels have a chance at the Heisman? Come on.
There's so many good quarterbacks. It's tough. But
I
yes,
know.
but yeah, a key game is going to be for him, and you're going to roll your eyes is Alabama.
Of course it is.
If he performs very well, Bama, and wins, yes, then
Yeah.
that will be. But there's just so many good college quarterbacks.
And, everyone says that, but most of them haven't played anyone yet, for the most part.
Yeah.
Washington hasn't played anyone at Michael Penix. Bo Nix hasn't played anyone yet. By the way, guys, this matters for all you out there because the Pats are drafting a quarterback. I'm breaking the news to you. I think most of us know it by now, but they're drafting a quarterback.
Daniels is too athletic for the Patriots.
Oh, Jaden doesn't throw the ball well enough to be a first-round NFL
Dude,
quarterback.
some of those throws.
I know, he does have some good ones.
Some of those throws against Ole Miss in the end zone were beautiful.
They are. He's good.
Mac
He's good.
Jones would dream of making those throws.
Well, Mac should have been a 3rd or 4th-round pick. Historically, that's where guys of his talent go. Nice play.
Oh, nice play.
Nice throw as it. Kessel gives his man a chance. And Gregory White, the running back, showing off those wide receiver skills, goes up and makes the catch.
There you go.
Nice catch by White there.
Nice throw, by the way, by Kessel there, too. It's not like the coverage wasn't there, but
No.
he puts it in a place to give his guy a chance, and White responds. There's Gregory now getting the ball on the jet
That's a horse
sweep.
collar.
Flag it comes down, but as you said, that's probably a horse collar.
Or maybe a hold, I think, where the flag's coming from.
Oh, jeez. Did you thought he brought him down by his horse collar, though? I thought he...
I saw the jersey pulling from the back. I thought that's a horse collar.
Yeah.
Maybe because it wasn't actually in the collar. But
Sully thought that he was
a blindside block.
Oof.
Mike Sully.
Looks like Matt House will be getting that free plane ride home.
The DC for LSU?
Yes.
He might be. His defense finally made a big play in a big situation. Kessel throws, and there's that cushion that you've been talking about, Dan.
Kessel pass is complete to Shane Callahan.
You know what? If you're Beverly here too, you do not need to get all the yardage here for the first down here. You got 2 downs to play with. Only need 6 yards.
Kessel to Callahan. It's gonna bring up
And that was
3rd down
Shane
and 6.
Callahan, the man on the catch that time. And Dan, like I said, as you've been mentioning, they're giving that cushion right there, and that time used it for perfection. 3rd and 6. They might go back to the ground because they don't have to get it all here. Pressure's coming from behind. Kessel tosses it up and out of bounds. Too high for Shane that time, and now it'll be 4th and 6. White's done some nice things. They found Callahan there, but in a gotta-have-it situation, you got to be thinking they're going to be looking to the big man, Jack Constantine. Got to find a way to give him a chance. This is a chance to just build some positive momentum coming into this rough stretch. Kessel back to throw, throws it up for Callahan as the coverage was taking him out of bounds anyway.
Pass was intended for Shane Callahan.
And that will do it on that possession for the Panthers. Turnover on downs, back to the Falcons here on the 41.
So Beverly was able to establish something in the passing game there. And, well, while their offense is not predicated on that, it will be nice to, going forward, having some of those options, knowing you can convert on some of those passing plays will help them in the long run.
I like that Gregory White there, not usually someone targeted in the passing game, showing his receiver skills. Ooh, huge hit, but the big man Owen is just completely undeterred by it. He is so tough to bring down.
He is. He looks like one of those backs that just gets stronger as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this during the break. That is not someone either you or I really would want to tackle either.
No. I do not envy Beverly today trying to bring that man down.
But when we talk about this, this Falcons defense, and again, the beginning of the game was talking about the passing game and what they could do in the air. And the elements have played some of a factor. The rain has held off the second half. But he really has been such a key for them here in this offense. Beverly has not had an answer for him when he's run the ball. They have the 2 touchdowns, yes. But they have been able to, somewhat stymie that passing game. The passing game really has not been how Danvers has moved the ball. It's really been through him and running this ball.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's been most of it. They've done their best to hang with these Danvers wide receivers. They really lost Logan in the back of the end zone on the touchdown play. But other than that, I feel like they've played admirably in the secondary.
And again,
and even though they've been gashed on the ground a little bit, I still have to say I think the Beverly defense has performed admirably today.
It has.
Because they have been on the field a lot. They've been asked to make some big stops again. And for the most part, they've been able to rise to the occasion multiple times.
Yeah. Some miscues by the offense, the fumble we talked about deep in the territory of Danvers.
Yep, and then the punt there in the second half.
We've had the failed punt in the first half. There has been some miscues here that have really hurt the Beverly defense, but they've been able to come up to the task for the most part.
Yep. Run up ended, but it's a first down.
Owen Shambar, the ball carrier.
Owen Shambar, the ball carrier right there. And as we got Phil Stacy in the booth, tells us they call him Sham Wow, I believe. That's a great name. Sham Wow. That's a top nickname.
It's a good one.
Has LSU closed it out yet?
No. Looks like they're going to have to punt with Missouri to about 45 seconds left.
Oh, they'll lose then. 45 seconds left against the LSU defense?
So it's 4th and 11. Here you go.
I think LSU should go for that. They can't. Their defense can't make a stop.
It comes down to it. You trust your offense to get 11 yards more than you trust your defense to stop 80 yards. It's a great sign.
The Beverly defense has performed far more admirably today than the LSU defense has performed at any point this year. I'll tell you that right now.
Kind of wonder if Florida State's really not as good as we thought they are then.
Maybe. Although LSU can score 40 on anyone. And Florida State so far has been the only team that's been able to keep that offense in check at all.
Marco Bencourt, the ball carrier.
Texas has a 3rd and 10 at the Oklahoma 35 with a minute 27 to go. Oklahoma just used their second timeout. So that one's really going down to the wire. Because Oklahoma's going to have enough time to respond if that's only their second timeout.
They will.
As long as they get a stop. But
well, they got to make the field goal, too, if they settle for one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, LSU missed a 29-yard field goal.
I forgot about that.
Shambar, the ball carrier.
ShamWow.
Tackle again by Alexander Marquez.
running himself, tackled down. And a turnover on downs.
Into the sack for the Panthers.
Once again, Beverly's defense able to rise to the occasion and make the critical stop when they need to.
I know, right? They have not quit. There has not been a single ounce of quit in the Panther defense today.
I do believe it's high. You mentioned it, higher trajectory, because they won that. Didn't they win a big game like the stop of the
9 minutes even to go. Kessel to throw with the pressure in his face. He's just going to get rid of this one. For the football people there, by the way, you guys know what happened on that play. For anyone who doesn't quite, you're allowed to do that and throw that ball out anywhere as long as it gets past the line of scrimmage if you're outside the tackle box.
Right.
Which is what he was. Inside the tackle box, though, that's got to be near a wide receiver. And that's going to be a turnover again for the Panthers. Into the hands of the Falcons, 8:44 to go. And Danvers quickly going to get the ball back here in Beverly field position at the 44.
Yep.
As we mentioned after this, there's been almost no home games we've done so far. There are going to be 3 in a row here, as I believe it's Marblehead coming in here next week on Saturday, and then the following Saturday, the Panthers will be taking on Swampscott. So plenty of home games.
And you talked about earlier about the difficult schedule Beverly has had, and then also what lies ahead. And you kind of look at this game as circle it as, okay, this is a potentially get-right game. Get that first win, get that monkey off your back, and it obviously didn't work out that way for them today. So you just hope that they're able to regroup for the next couple of games.
Indeed, indeed. The LSU defense just got a pick 6, by the way. So that game is over pretty much in Mizzou. LSU wins and covers. 10-point victory, double-digit victory over an undefeated SEC school, Dan. The national championship is back on.
Shared by the ball carrier, tackled by Brian Kessel.
LSU, when you're celebrating only giving up 39 points to Missouri. Yeah. Wow.
Texas.
Times have changed.
Texas 47-yard field goal is good, by the way. So they have a 3-point lead in the Red Rivalry game with still a whole minute 22. So you got to think that's going to overtime, right? That's a lot of time.
It is.
Shared by the ball carrier, Jack Considine, with the tackle in the backfield for Beverly. Shared by the ball carrier, tackled by Benjamin Herring.
Tackle there for Herring. He's made a couple of big tackles in this game. Turnover on downs. Really, this fourth quarter has just been both teams exchanging turnover on downs in the same area.
It has.
Just all in this Beverly side from about the 46 to the 36. And the Panther offense will take back over.
Again, I really want to see Beverly try something different. Try something in the passing game. This will be very good reps for.
Yeah.
This will be good reps. Good practice against a live team instead of just a practice setting.
Santos, the ball carrier,
see what works. See what plays work. See what plays don't work.
9-yard carry is going to make it second down and 1.
Santos on a 9-yard carry there. Is that officially taking us out of the field position that we've been in here for the whole fourth quarter?
Negative.
Not quite. He needs about 5 more. Misdirection, window dressing, gives it him around the edge.
It's close.
And that's a lot closer than I even thought. They're going to give it to him. First down. Panthers move the chains here. With the ball at the
Shot clock for the ball
46. Approaching the even 5-minute mark. Ball on the 47, the Beverly 47. Danvers, throws it up.
Oh!
Wow! He caught that?
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He got a PI call, looks like.
I
though.
think, listen, he had a guy draped over him while the ball was in the air. You can't make that much contact with a wide receiver.
No.
20 yards down the field when the football's in the air. There's rules against that.
There is.
They're going to call it holding, as the contact was probably before.
Holding against Danvers.
I disagree with that. I think that ball was in the air, but
Well, maybe they just said that the contact had started even before that. So
perhaps.
So that'll be a hold against the Falcons. As good things happen when you try and get Jack involved right there, and couldn't make the catch, but the defense was unable to deal with him. That's a penalty, a first down, and moves you into Falcons territory now. And as you mentioned, Dan, trying to get things going in the passing game, some nice live reps. Thrick throw out to Shane Callahan. That's completed before he's eventually pushed out of bounds.
Pass is complete to Shane
And again,
Callahan.
it's not so much for this game, but when you look ahead to the other games, if you're going to look at like Marblehead, Swampscott, what they might try to do is, okay, we're going to give the receivers 7-8 yards of cushion. We're going to pack the line of scrimmage. We're going to dare Beverly throw it. You complete some of those passes early in the game, you can change completely what the defense wants to do.
Indeed.
And you can open up what you want to do in offense, which is able to control the line of scrimmage and run the ball.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there, as Kessel went to give the ball to one side, and I think the guy ran the other, and eventually Kessel just had to eat it and fall down. So 3rd and 8 now.
3rd down and 8. Timeout, Beverly.
Beverly calling a timeout there. I definitely had some confusion there on either the alignment of the play call itself. Wow.
There is a sale at the
Well, that didn't take
Cheeseburgers
Oklahoma long to go down the field and score.
$3, Pizza $2.
Dylan
and hot
Gabriel,
dogs,
the senior.
$1.
I feel like he's played 8 years. He was on those UCF teams.
Yeah. It's got to be a big play. Yeah, they had a big 28-yard completion, a 60-yard completion, 11-yard, yeah.
Couple of
All
big
right.
completions.
So Oklahoma.
College defense, college secondaries.
Oh, God.
Looks like Oklahoma's going to win the Red River rivalry this year.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Steve Sarkisian fan, and people are going to rip on him for this one a little bit. I didn't watch it, I guess, and that's a bad collapse defensively at the end. But I'm not going to give him a ton of crap for that.
It's a rivalry game. Will Venerable has really turned it around his second year there.
Yeah.
He really has. How bad they were last year and how much they've turned it around.
Yeah.
A lot of credit goes to him and that staff.
Yeah. For sure.
And again,
they lost to another undefeated top team that's your rival.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not going to give Sark a ton of crap for that. Now, he can't lose to Baylor, and he better still make the playoff, but
Face mask penalty against Danvers, 15 yards.
Penalty there on Danvers. Danvers had a couple of penalties here on this drive, and now Danvers. Is this where the guy fumbled last time, or is this the furthest that Beverly's been?
It's similar. I don't know. It might be a little bit farther.
Okay.
Has Beverly been penalized this game?
Yeah, I think just once.
One?
You're right. So at least they've played a clean game from that perspective. Kessel to throw. There's Jack.
I know you want to get the ball to Jack, but that was not the greatest play design there.
Pass is complete to Jack Constantine.
I think it just didn't get executed the way they thought.
Perhaps. It just looked awkward.
It definitely did. I wonder if Jack was supposed to come towards the quarterback a
Back
little
to
bit.
the ball more.
Yeah. Because then it would have looked like more like a true screen.
Right. The other positive is the rain we were worrying about really has held off in the second half.
It really has. Kessel to throw. Throws this one up. Jack coming back to it. Through his hands.
Oh. It looks like he kind of got away a little bit with that one there. The defender looked like he had great coverage initially.
That actually wasn't Jack, I don't think. Was it? Yeah, I was going to say, never mind.
Maverick.
Jensen? Yeah. Kessel to throw again, coming from behind, and he swung down. At least able to hang on to the football. That could have been so much worse.
That could have been
I
worse.
thought that was going to be a true, just absolute crunch hit.
That had highlights of, what was the game? The Florida State game? Clemson.
Oh,
You
yeah,
saw
yeah,
a good
yeah.
defender coming a mile away.
Yeah, Cade Klubnik. Yeah. It really did. That was that classic. You're just sitting here watching, going, look out, look out, look out. Oh.
You know, I'm a little surprised, too, in some of these passing situations they've had. Kessel isn't just kind of taken off a little bit and run with the ball.
I know.
He's had some open lanes in front of him, too.
Yeah.
And we've seen him run, been able to run, too.
Oh,
so.
yeah. He can run. Kessel to throw. Lets that man leave his feet and then come down.
Kessel pass intended for Shane Callahan.
I think Brian took a big shot again.
He did. You wonder here if Danvers just might elect to take knees.
Yeah. So a turnover on downs. Panthers had their best, or maybe tied with the one that ended with a fumble drive at the game, but stalls out at the Danvers 27, and now with a minute 32, Falcons going to salt away a victory here.
Well, you look at the final scoreboard and you might say, well, what positives are there to take away from this game? You know, I think you can credit the defense. After that real tough start earlier, they really buckled down and gave Beverly a chance to come back and win this game.
Yeah, they were called on multiple times to make big plays and big stops to try and keep the Panthers in the game. And for a long time, they were able to continue to answer that call.
They were. And, you know, they had some tough field position they had to work with, too. But they,
Well, as you said, right, so there's the two big plays that lead to scores, right, in the
Right.
very beginning. But then after that, the other score is done on a failed failed punt.
Right.
So Danvers gets plus field position on that one.
And then the muff punt as well.
And then the muff punt after that. So the only other two scores that the Panther defense gave up was when they got severely, you know,
The only
handicapped.
other play that I could think of point to where that was tough was the fourth down they gave up.
Yes.
But again, that was short field position as well. I believe it was inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
You know, so that's tough to really put that on the defense that much either. But you got to look at the defense, and again, they struggled early, but they really did bounce back and put forth a very good effort that they should really be proud of.
And with that, that'll be the last play of the game, and the Falcons will move past their 500 record and now be 3-2. They've won 3 straight. And on the flip side, the Panthers still searching for their first victory of the year. The final score here, Falcons 28, Beverly nothing. And kind of the same story here for the Panthers. They got off to a bad start and lost the turnover battle.
Lost the turnover battle. Again, we talked about that led to 14 points right there. The 2 big plays on the ground that you wouldn't expect from this Falcons offense. I don't know if I caught them off guard early in the game, but the offense really just didn't get much going for them. I think they got inside the 20 one time. You really need some more production from that offense just to have a chance.
Indeed. Got a bright spots, as we mentioned. The defense was put in tough positions, but continued to answer the bell time and time again to try to keep this game close as long as they could. And at least they'll need that defense still here. As we said, the next 2 weeks, giving you broadcast here on BevCam, as both games will be at home. Marblehead coming in, and then Swampscott after that. For this one today, though, Dominic Lorenzano alongside Dan Lorenzano signing off. Have a great rest of your weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dan,
My pleasure.
for coming in on short notice.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
Yep.